Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Decom podcast here on the African Geekdom Corner with me, your boy JP. So, an observation before we start. Remember, we went from this to this. Drastic improvement. Nothing against my boy Tom. Now, we're here today to review one Jack Richer as it's called, on Amazon. The TV show this time. Grab your coffees and let's find out if it's worth a piss. Richard, starring Aquaman himself. Hawk. Alan Richardson. Drastic improvement over Sir Tom of House Cruise. Well, a drastic change. He's more of an accurate portrayal of what Jack Reacher should look like.
You're about to get your ass kicked.
No, I'm just gonna break the hands of 3 drunk kids.
There's 4 of us.
One of you's gotta drive to the hospital.
Let me set the mood for you. It's 1999, and I've picked up my first Jack Reacher novel, handed to me by my big brother.
Shit.
Yeah, I went through it. I was unimpressed at first, but then I actually found myself reading other Lee Child works. And one thing I can say about that show is from the opening shot, Richard walking into Margrave, I was impressed. I felt for the first time, this really happens, of course, the book leapt off the pages. Mr. Richardson himself is Jack Reacher. It's rare for an actor to end up being the embodiment of their roles, to find the role that they were born to play. Some exceptions, Heath Ledger with Joker, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. This guy was born to play Jack Reacher. Now, other than gushing over what I'm saying on screen, I think Richard does work better as a TV show than he did as a movie. And honestly, I did quite enjoy the first Richard movie, but the second one wasn't. It wasn't a good movie. It just wasn't. Tom Cruise did what he could with the material, but in the end, he didn't really embody the physicality and ruthlessness of Jack Reacher, who is, in my opinion, he's always been a big softy. He's a puppy. But don't fuck with him. So the show is based off the first book, The Killing Floor, which I have read. There were some changes made, if I remember correctly. It's been a few years, you have to forgive me, I'm not very clear on all the details. But there's been a few changes made from what I remember. It's more action heavy. Making an action TV show. The book is a lot more pondering, which is why, and I don't fault the creative team for this, the show itself did seem to lag and drag in the middle after the first 2 or 3 episodes. But it does pick back up. I don't blame the book itself is a bit pondering. It's a long investigation, but it doesn't make it bad. They put enough on the screen to keep us entertained. They try to at least every episode have an action scene. I especially love the episode, I think it's episode 7, where he goes full Predator or Rambo if you prefer. And it all culminates, of course, in the last episode. And the last episode is the most 90s shit I've seen in a long time, including cover your ears for spoilers, not very big spoilers, and the way a 90s action movie should end. a big explosion and Richard just walking out of the explosion unscathed and getting the girl, kissing her right there, smack on the lips. Bruh, that's what it should be. So to sum up Richard generally, it's not the most, as a TV show, I love the books. It's not the most original thing you've seen. It's nothing that you haven't really seen. But this one, I would say, it's for the fans more than anything else. And anyone who hasn't read the book, you might take to this character swimmingly, let's say. He's a soldier. He's just... It's the premise of a Western. He just a soldier, you know, he got off the bus. He's walking and wandering around. He gets into some trouble that he wasn't expecting. And he kicks all the ass in the world. You should leave this man the fuck alone. So, my overall rating for this is, you know, I'm trying to be unbiased because I do love the books. I'll give it a, 7 out of 10. Yeah? 7 out of 10. And on my Shaggy scale, it's a Mr. Lover Lover.
Mr. Lover Lover.
And as usual, this has been me, your boy JP. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. May the odds be ever in your favor. Wakanda forever, my ninjas. Until next time, don't get punched in the face. Boom.